Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a February reading wrap-up. I know I'm so late, but I'm so sorry. I'm here to film the video right now. I read a total of 7 books on February, which is pretty great for me, and I'm going to be giving you guys my opinions, my ratings, and what I think about the book. Also, a little bit of the synopsis probably. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy today's video. If you like this video, go like it and subscribe if you want to, and let's get started. So I'm going to be showing you guys all of the physical books I read. I read a total of 3 physical books. The rest are all from Kindle. I really had so much fun reading from Kindle. It's so convenient. So the first book I read, starting out strong, I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love this book so much. I think I rated it 4.5 out of 5. I'm sorry that it's not a 5-star, but I still love this book so much. This is like one of my all-time favorites now. And it talks about Evelyn Hugo. She is this Hollywood star. She's known to be this very gorgeous woman. And throughout this book, basically you will see Evelyn Hugo's life and everything that happened with her. It's very interesting. I've never read a book like this. I feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid often writes very unique books, and this is one of them. I also found so many Taylor Swift references. So if you are a Swiftie or if you love Taylor Swift, go read this book. There's so many Taylor Swift references. You have to read this book. I did cry at the end. It's so sad. I did not expect anything like that to happen, but this book really teaches me so many things, and I'm so glad that I read this book. So you guys have to read this book if you want to. Okay, moving on to the next book is a fantasy. I don't really often read fantasy books. However, I do if I'm kind of like in a contemporary romance reading slump, or if I'm bored with all the usual books I read, I will try to read a fantasy book because it's just kind of like refreshing and it just gets me out of that slump, you know? So I read Fable. This is by Adrienne Young. I love this book as well. I rated it like 4 out of 5 star. It is a duology, I think, so there's a second book. I have not read the second book, but I'm really excited and I really want to read it. So this book talks about, I freaking forgot. I don't remember a single thing from this book. But there's romance. It's kind of like a subplot because the romance, there isn't that much romance, but there is romance, and the romance is so good. The main character is Fable. She's a 17-year-old girl, and she's lived her life kind of like alone, and she's never really had a family until she actually found this like group of crews. So this is also like a found family trope, and I freaking love found family tropes so much because it just made you so attached with the characters. Overall, I really love this. It's amazing, and you won't feel like you're reading fantasy books because it's also very easy to go through, and yeah, you will literally just love every single one of the characters here. And then I read another Taylor Jenkins Reid book for some reason. I don't know, I'm just like in a roll for her. So I read One True Loves, and this is a normal contemporary romance, but there's still a twist to it. So it has the love triangle trope. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of like love triangle tropes. I rated this book like 3.5 out of 5. It's not bad at all. It's really not bad. I just like expected more for some reason, and yeah. So basically, it's about Emma Blair. She is the main character, and long story short, she marries her high school crush, Jesse, and they live happily. They're in love until one day Jesse went missing, and Emma was devastated. However, she found another person called Sam. Sam is also like her high school friend, I guess you can call that. They became lovers. They're kind of like already engaged, but then after like a few years, Jesse was found. He was not missing anymore, and so now Emma kind of had like 2 people that she loved in her life, and she has to choose one. So that's like the overall story. I was so intrigued reading that, and there are so many amazing, beautiful quotes you can find in this book. I literally annotated so much. I just wished to be more connected with the characters, but the book overall is very beautiful, and I really recommend you guys to read this book if you want to finish a book quickly. And if you want like a fast, quick reading book, I feel like this is a book for you because this is like very easy to go through. It's very easy to understand as well, and I really love how fast this book is. So those are all the physical books that I read on February. Now we're gonna go on to the books I read on Kindle. The first book that I read is Dirty Letters by V. Keeland and Penelope. Wait, I can't spell her name. Okay, basically basically that's a romance book. It's a very short one, which I really love. If you want to like finish a book fast, you can just read that book. I think there are like only 200 something pages. So it talks about this superstar, this guy called, I forgot his, this guy called Graham. No, his name is Griffin. He's a superstar, and this girl, Luca, went through so many things in her life. It's honestly like traumatizing. So she always has been like a very quiet, closed-off person. She never talks to anyone, does not have any friends. Basically, both of them, Luca and Griffin, are both like pen pals. They have been pen pals since they're like young, very young. However, one day Luca kind of never really got back to him again because of something that happened to her, and you're gonna read it in the book. And Griffin was so confused. He was so mad at her because he thought that she does not care about him, but that's not the case. Something happened to her, and Griffin obviously did not know that, and so he kind of like sent an angry or like a mad letter to Luca, like exposing his feelings, telling her how much he hated her for not replying back to him. But since then, Luca actually replied back to him, and they kind of reconnected again. You can see their chemistry even through letters, which is very interesting for me. The thing is, Luca did not know that Griffin is actually the biggest superstar ever until they met, and their connection is still very much alive. And yeah, it's a very fun book. I really loved it. I rated it like 4 stars because it's so enjoyable for me, and I love the connection that I have for the characters. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys to read the book if you want like a very quick one. It's very thin though, so you'll just fly through it. Moving on, I read another contemporary romance book. I read To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. This book is about Jason Thorne. He is a movie star, and what's her name? Olive. Jason used to be Olive's brother's best friend, and basically something happened. Her feelings were hurt by Jason because of something, and they never talked again until they grew up, and Olive became this like successful writer. Jason Thorne is a movie star, and Olive's book was planned to be developed into a movie, and the movie main character is Jason Thorne. So they met, they reconciled, things happened. It's amazing. There's also the marriage of convenience trope, which I really love. I rated the book 4.5 out of 5. It's so good. I just hope that the book is not so cringy, because there are just some words that are used, like usually like nicknames that are used that are so cringy, and I feel like if they don't use those, I would have rated the book 5 out of 5. But it's so cute and it's amazing and it's wholesome, and you guys have to read it. So yeah. So the next book I read is actually another physical book. I forgot about it. And I read The Love Hypothesis by Ailey Hazelwood. This book is so good. This is like the 5-star read for the month of February. The only book that I rated 5-star. And this book talks about Adam and Olive. Both of them are people who love science. Adam is this professor in the school. Olive is like one of the students. However, they're not in the same section, so it's not like a weird teacher-student type of trope, no. And basically the story starts when Olive kisses the first person she saw in front of her, because she wants to convince her best friend that she's over her ex. And turns out the person she kissed is Adam Carlson, and he is known to be this like jerk. He is a grumpy, most annoying, infuriating professor that everybody hates, and both of them kind of like ended up in this like agreement to fake date because they think it would be an advantage to both sides. And it's also like a grumpy sunshine trope. It has the, again, fake dating trope. I love this book so much. I've annotated so much. Like every single thing from this book is amazing. I did not find myself bored for a single moment, and I would definitely recommend you guys to read this book. You just have to. So I think it's the last book that I read on February, and I did not read a fictional book. So I read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, oh, I forgot his name, I'm sorry. The book talks about, I don't know, how you can be a person to easily have friends. It sounded like I'm so lonely. I'm not lonely, y'all. But it just teaches you how to like win arguments, you know, without making the other person feel offended, how to win friends, how to win people to be on your side. It's so good. I love the book so much. So if you're interested to do so, you can read it. It's actually a very short book, and I'm planning to like make a summary for it, but I just haven't done that yet. But yeah, I rated that book 4.5 out of 5. Yeah. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have read any of these books, let me know if you love them, if you hate them, whatever you want to say. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much again for like 170 subscribers. That is insane. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in my next video.